A How is it going, everyone?
Waterproof lining.
Oh no. Testing the audio on my YouTube and getting blasted by ads. Alright.
What's up, everybody? This is Micah Raygun, and I go...
Yeah, alright. What is up, Pinwriter? Scouting Spartan, welcome back. Jeffrey Matias. First time here from the start. There's a first time for everything, Jeffrey. Alright, so we had a very exciting episode last time, if you ask me, where we, thanks to a glitch in a mod, we're charged with breaking and entering whenever we were entering a store during the daytime. What is up, Cosmi? Welcome back. And this led to a downward spiral, which, yeah, this led to a downward spiral where we killed a bunch of guards and are now considered pawn scum in the eyes of the law of Wayrest. Cosmi, I would like to think that this series does not necessarily require you to watch the previous episode to enjoy the current one. Although I've noticed that a lot of people are, still preferring to watch the old stuff, it makes sense. That brings me to another question, which we'll get to later, but let's look at our character sheet for now, because we were level 7. We're doing pretty dang well, I gotta say, knock on wood. And we're at what feels like a pretty easy dungeon right now, where we can, I don't want to say farm, but we can kind of relax here and treat it as our home base now that we are a fugitive. We'll put some chalk on the grounds. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Like, I've never seen Skullduggery act in that way, where it, like, flags you as breaking and entering for... literally just for being there, Although I had been breaking and entering before, but still, I'd never seen that kind of behavior before. I don't really know what to do about it. Look at all these spell scrolls. We're gonna be rich. Potentially, maybe. If I can get those identified, or if I can identify them myself, rather. Yeah, so what's on the agenda for tonight? Well, we're out of rations, so we need to get food that is not moldy in here, ideally. We need a cure disease potion to safely explore this place. And we have the invitation to join the Thieves Guild. We wanted to join the Dark Brotherhood, but we're going to take work as it comes, and this seems like the Thieves Guild seems like it would fit our character as well. We also have something in our map. I don't think we can see it without leaving the dungeon. I guess we'll step outside and look. We found a map. I'm not trying to travel with enemies nearby. I just want to look at the map. It doesn't matter. We found a dungeon that's like way, way, way on the eastern border of Wayrest that I'd like to check out. That does not have to be tonight, but suffice to say, as usual, we have a lot of stuff on our plate. Man, I stepped outside, so that got rid of my camping equipment, didn't it? Oh, that sucks. Because wait, hold on. This is still there. The chalk is still there. It's camping equipment still there? No. Whatever. It would only weigh us down anyway. Speaking of weighing us down, it occurred to me that if we're using this as our home base, we could kind of use this as a like storage space. Granted, we don't have a ton of stuff that we're carrying around that we would just want to leave behind. So, yeah, we're honestly not carrying a lot. We're just weak. So, that's that. One thing I wanted to discuss as we're playing tonight is, like, I've had a lot of fun streaming Daggerfall twice a week, but in retrospect, I'm putting out like 4.5 hours, because I stream for like 2 hours, 15 minutes roughly. I'm putting out like 4.5 hours of Daggerfall content every week. I wonder if I should dial it back and stream just one night a week, or stream Daggerfall one night a week while streaming something else like Slay the Spire or Darkest Dungeon the other night. That way there's less pressure to feel like you have to get caught up, and there's less content in general. So I'd like chat's opinion about that, and that includes anybody who's like watching on the VOD. Do you think it'd be easier to keep up with or more enjoyable at all if we went down to just one Daggerfall stream a week and then just did like a different game the other night? I was also considering doing some more like Let's Play content or maybe like, I finished Daggerfall and without restarting, without reloading a save, without dying. I wonder if I could do that for Morrowind and Oblivion also, but I just don't know if I can like sustainably do that and stream. But this content is demonstrably different from the recorded content since, I'm like interacting with chat and doing things live as opposed to snipping with the previous Let's Play content that I did before. Anyway, I'm looking for feedback and ideas about all of that because I'm still getting my sea legs with being a sort of YouTube streamer person. But without further ado, oh yeah, there is some more ado. If you want to donate to the channel, remember to use the link in my description, which is secretly a link to give to my church. But hey, who's paying attention to that, right? All right, let's go ahead and get in here. We're going to just be clearing out this dungeon, and honestly, I don't expect to find much, if any, like loot in here. It's like an animal dungeon, so there's usually not a lot of loot. It's kind of a bummer, but it could be experience for us. Hello, bear. I didn't mean to select combust, but we got it. Let's hit him with the zaps, I guess. All right, so one bear down. Yo, we don't need rations. We have a bunch of bear meat. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess, man, it's a bummer that I lost the other campsite. I almost want to reload the game and get it back, but I was actually testing this moments before the stream started. I was like, I wonder if the campsite will stay intact if I leave the dungeon, and I realized that it did not, and I still left the dungeon. So that's my bad. Eat the meat. You're not hungry enough. All right, Scouting Spartan, you enjoyed the multiple streams, but the important part is that I'm having fun. Pinwriter Seconds, I appreciate that. Split up some Oblivion time could also be really cool. Yeah, those are really good suggestions, and I appreciate your sentiment there, Scouting Spartan, because I'm like, I can't please everyone necessarily, and I've been having like a crazy amount of fun playing this. So yeah, I'm also worried that if I do any more content, like you haven't seen it, it's been off screen, but I'm also doing some recorded content that's more of my discussion style stuff that I used to do. And so it's like, I don't know if I can do a Let's Play content while streaming while also doing discussion content. So I could see myself getting burnt out pretty fast if I try to be like an expert YouTuber in seconds flat. Yeah, it's a good point, Jeffrey. Just do other games occasionally to see how it goes. The thing is, like, I'm like we talked about in the last stream a little bit. I'm like the Daggerfall guy, you know. It's like other people play Daggerfall, but I don't. It's what I'm known for these days. It's like my niche, so I kind of stick to it, and I do. It is my favorite game, so. Never hungry enough for. Hey, Avid. Thanks for sharing that flowchart. I honestly, a lot of it goes over my head about what it actually... guys, Avid is the guy that wrote the cosmology flowchart that they were talking about at the end of the last stream. It's really impressive stuff. I'm way in over my head with it, but I bet others would enjoy it. And, you know, this discussion that we're in right now, it reminds me that it would be kind of a decent idea for me to get my act together and start a Discord server, and, like, this way I could get feedback directly instead of like just doing community posts and have everybody have a chance to put in their 2 cents there. Yeah, I guess I gotta put all this meat I have in a pile here and hope it doesn't go bad too fast. Let me see. Hold up. The cosmology flowchart. If it's all right with you, Mr. Avid, I will show it off just briefly here. I was thinking, oh, maybe I could do a video on this sort of thing, but I'm absolutely not, like, it would take me months to get to the point, I think, where I could talk about it in detail. Let's see if I can open this in a new tab. Yeah. Yeah, so, man, this is a monster, but I think the central point of it is the Et Ada, which splits into Anu and Padme. If I understand correctly, Anu is like where a lot of the Merrick lore comes from, and is symbolic or the embodiments or the cosmic intelligence responsible for stasis, whereas Padme is a cosmological intelligence related to change. And so over here you can see some familiar names like Sithis and Lorcan. Now you have a lot of other realms here like Arubis, Void, Aetherius, Oblivion, Mundus, Nirn, and Tamriel. Like spheres within spheres. You have some modern history that are tendants of like these groups. Honestly, I'm having a hard time even pretending like I can unpack this, but yeah, I'm not going to get too sidetracked on that, but it's very impressive just to say that much, that I'm currently unwell. Dude, damn it. It sucks. Yeah, we're going to rest anyway because we need the spell points if we're going to go heal ourselves. Your stomach rumbles, you feel somewhat bad. Pack. Recall, teleport. I left my horse. A lone shape waits by the fountain's edge. Anchor. Levitate. Yeah, very, very cool flowchart. Maybe I'll be able to unpack that more one day, but you know, it's not my favorite thing to get into, but yeah, it is very, yeah, the horse is going to be lonely. I hope he's still there whenever we go back, but we do need to cure our disease immediately. The bummer is I don't think there are any, like, alchemists in this town, and so we can get the cure from the temple, but since we can't buy a potion of cure disease, which is really what we would want. Although I'm tempted to break into this pawn shop just to, like, we're already pawn scum, you know. We are the lowest of the low already. Now the issue is that we are here at nighttime. I wonder if I can just walk into the temple or if I will need to, like, break into... Oh, there are 2 pawn shops. Breaking in the temple to, like, force them to cure me. That's, like... That's some pawn scum gaming right there. Oh, and Red Rory, he updated the, like, an official release of the compass mod. It comes with a pretty texture. Look at the new compass. Now, isn't that cute? It looks really good. It's called Get Your Bearings, by the way, if you want to find it on the Daggerfall Unity Nexus. Okay, cool, they're open. Cure disease. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I left an anchor. Alright, y'all forgive me for this, okay? Please, don't think less of me for just fast traveling. We did so much overland travel, and we're going to be, like, doing some more before the end of the stream as we go to... Oh, yeah, I can look at my map now. The dungeon we found is, like... I don't even... Oh, here it is. Way out here, the Mines of Mordrard. Yeah. By... Gavaldon? Rothgarian Mountains. I don't know, honestly, where we're going to make our next move from. Exit. Yeah, Gavaldon is such a tiny little province. What it could be out there? It's very mountainous. There seems to be... Maybe we could use this Gavaldon main province over here as our base eventually to attack these 3 dungeons from. We got this one, the Mines of Mordrard. We got the Citadel of Hearthheart and the Triserath. Now, Triceratops is a pretty tenable goal for us. That just has orcs. We can handle some orcs, famous last words. We've gained a few levels since the last time we were in there. We have not made new spells yet, though, so that could be a problem. Alright, we still got food here. Oh no, moldy meat. I gotta get rid of the moldy meat. I hope I just remember not to pick it up. Is all of our stuff gonna be moldy? It has been well, it's been like literally one day. It can't be that bad. I know, fast traveling is kind of a heresy in these parts, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. We only have 10 pieces of chalk. We should fix that. Wait, oh, I don't know. Lighting the torch is fine, I guess. It's kind of contrary to our shadow mage nature, though, so. My hotkey for the compass and for, crouching are right next to each other. So I keep crouching whenever I mean to use the compass. Alright, we got plenty of meat. We don't need rat meat. Where'd we come from? Oh yeah, hold on. Watch this. Wow, boom! I read on the forum post for the piece of chalk mod that somebody uses 2 pieces of chalk to make an X to symbolize dead ends. I'm like, that's really clever. And I'm pretty sure I just put my chalk facing the wrong way. Right? Yeah. Oops. What's this way then? This is an open door. I better go correct this though. Boop. Hopefully that'll be enough to make me get my bearings. Hold on. Oh, okay. I must have come back here a couple nights ago whenever we were playing. Because I was thinking about how I'd felt like I'd explored so much of this dungeon when really I went into the dungeon, I turned left. There was not much else. Hey, buddy. Man, so I really want to practice my blunt weapon skills, but I don't want to keep getting diseases, man. Oh, okay. This place feels familiar. This is where we were doing our lore discussion last time. Hey, speaking of lore discussions, do y'all have any, like, favorites in-universe books? You know, you've played those characters once in a while who really cares about reading the books in the world. I'm guessing this is how all the lore knowledge is built up, but honestly, I've had a hard time finding the really intricate lore in just the in-text books. I guess some of it comes from dialogues with Vivek and maybe Amalexia. Some of the books are like lore, and some of them are just like stories, which are also kind of satisfying. I like the ruins of Kamal Z or something like that was always really fun. Rest for a while. Oh, hold on. We got more bounty hunters on our tail. Whoa, criminal conspiracy. No. Let's see. We death grips these guys. Man. Do we just have to run away from these guys? I bet I can loop around. Because I'm going to run out of magicka pretty fast. We're going to have to combust because we still don't have the AoE spell. Oh, I see. We could find the animals. Oh no, this is a dead end. Yeah, let's go down here. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to combust there. Okay, what if we just rest here to get some of our magicka back? Animal taming, stealth, dodging, running, destruction. You slept very poorly. You should have rested by a fire. I know. Okay, we're in dire straits here. Alright, so we're going to use weak shadow. And we're going to try to get back to our resting point. Oh, he can see me. Let's put our basic shield up. Can we grab the fire? Yeah, we grabbed the fire. Oh, yeah. Come on, bear. Fight the dudes. The bear's going to be on our team. Come on, bear. Where are you? Oh, I feel somewhat bad. Dude. So obnoxious. All right, man. Hold on. Okay. We want to get our horse this time, because... Hold on. A lot of the deep lore came from old forum posts by devs. Stuff that never made it in game. Technically never really became canon. Is that right? That's kind of weird. Yeah, the bounty hunters and their poison. Hold on. Actually, this isn't... Not the end of the world. I do have cure poison, so I don't need to run away just yet. But I do want to lead the bear over here to fight these guys. Hold on. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Oh, there's no door here. I was going to try to lock them out using a lock spell. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of this dungeon block. It almost always is. Well... Oh, hello, another bear. Alright, come on. Surely the other bear is hitting the dust by now. Yeah, come further down here so I can explore with impunity. Okay. I guess I should help the bear fight. But look, I lockpicked 2 locks in a row. That's pretty cool. So now we have this little side quest of finding bears to take to the... Oh! Look at this wall. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we have a little side quest of bringing these bears to the guards here. This could help us dodge the guards. It's pretty convenient. Which is the safer one to use? Okay. That was actually pretty scary, because I bet that thing could kill you if you're not careful. Okay, we are out of... it was like our only cure poison. Yeah, so the next time we get into trouble, we will just have to warp out of here. Yeah, that's a pretty neat dungeon element there. I don't remember seeing that before, although I probably have at some point in my life. Okay, so my plan of leading critters back to the guards, it's not going to work out very well. Do we still... All of our meat is stored at the front of the dungeon, because I didn't want to get slowed down by it. It's kind of a bummer. We don't necessarily have to lead people back to the guards if we have this door helping us out, though, so that's pretty convenient. Oh, and, well, I'm going to preserve some of my chalk. I actually don't have a lot of it. Hey, what's up, Super Effector? Welcome. My goodness, what a drop. Alright, well, gonna have to wait for this to come up then. Yeah, I think the bounty hunters have poison, and I want to say that sometimes the guards do as well, which just seems like a dishonorable thing for a guard to do, but from my days playing Bogard, that's just the feeling I get. Dude. How far away is this thing? Did I do anything? I'm scared to jump down and find out. Maybe we just levitate. In worst case scenario, I find the platform, you know? Oh, this is gonna take us... It circles back to the start. Oh, hello. Hello, what are y'all doing here? A group of, like... These are from the Daggerfall enemy expansion, but they're like a group of druid, like, ranger caster things. That's kind of cool, but where did y'all come from? Y'all weren't here last time I was in the dungeon. Maybe I can get them to fight the guards for me. All right, so here's another direction for us to check out. Let's use basic shields, and we're going to start kiting the bear toward the bounty hunters. This seems a little, I mean, maybe cowardly is not the right word, but we are strong enough to fight these guys. I thought that we were, like, severely outnumbered, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. Oh, the bear can't get up here, though. Okay, so we fought them over here.
Oh.
Hello. Yeah, there they go. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay, basic shield. Come on. Yeah, we got pretty low there. Yeah, these guys are like... The thing is, fighting these guys is such a hit to my mana pool. So it's kind of like strategy. But this is where it doesn't work out, is like we can't... The AI, neither end of the AI knows how to operate this part. Now, normally, like with a steep slope, you could go up to the top and punch them down, but I'm not confident in my ability to, like, connect whenever I try to hit them. Turn on basic shield one more time and then just get past this guy. And we will, I guess I do have time for a shadow. I don't know if it'll, I mean, I do have magicka for a shadow. I don't know if it'll help. But we'll try. Yeah, our health is getting kind of low. All right. We're still surviving. There are enemies nearby. Ah! Okay, okay. You scared me, buddy. Buddy? Aw, dude. This is kind of bad. Buddy. This sucks. We do have a potion of teleport if we need it, but... We're actually connecting some. But basic shield's gonna run out pretty soon. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, we bail. But there's enemies out here too. Okay, potion of teleport. Teleport. Whew. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is yeah, the bear ate a lot of death grips. Death grips does like 50 damage. What the hell, man? So, I don't think that we're like allowed to go in and rest. I think we have to sleep without a bed out here in the wild. We don't have any food. I should have picked it up because we were running away in the right area to do that. Okay. Let's rest for a little while. We're gonna get kind of a penalty to our fatigue, I guess. We slept on top of our horse. Yeah, I had to be sure to pick up Huyn, but I would... hold on. A piece of paper gently blows past you. You grab it and pick it up. Is this our Dark Brotherhood invitation? The Cartographers Association of the Iliac Bay. I think this is another guild, but I don't know... A group of expert explorers and designers wish to chart some of the locations lost to memory that might have historical or resourceful value to the public. We are currently accepting applicants. The Rip Brone Commons for the next 27 days. Present. Yeah, I don't actually want to do that much, but look at this. We've got to look at the Thieves Guild one. The Elmford Residence in Woodsmith Manor. Let's see. Woodsmith Manor. Where is this? We should probably go take care of the Thieves Guild thing just so that our invitation does not expire. Alright, so we need to buy or rob some stuff. Oh man, the spell scrolls. The spell scrolls could be useful or valuable. Yeah, nothing from the Dark Brotherhood. So I seem to recall that, like the Dark Brotherhood comes after. Here they go. That the Dark Brotherhood will come after you, like after killing innocents. And guards are technically innocents, but you have to score like X amount of points of innocents murders to get the Dark Brotherhood on your tail, and the guards do not count for many points. Something like that. I don't know exactly how it works. A page steps forward saying, "Letter for you, Sombra," and hands you a note. Alright, well. Okay. Lady Magnesson, sure. Not the Dark Brotherhood still. What's a cat girl got to do to join the Dark Brotherhood, you know? Maybe I got to look it up and I'm remembering it wrong, but I'm pretty sure like the game manual just says like, hey, for thieves and assassins, just do your thing and we'll find you. Okay, yeah, we want to go to the general store. We want to buy a couple, yeah, camping equipment. Yeah. A little bit of food. No rations on this shelf. A second water skin is not the worst idea. Camping equipment. More chalk. Okay, we also want to go... hold on, where are they? We need to refill our water skins, you know? Okay. Let's use... No, not this. We want to use sugar lumps to bring Queen next to us. We're going to just cast basic shield in case we run into trouble here. But I want to refill my water skins. And to do that, we got to go here. And this is going to cause time to pass, so... Okay, yeah, here they are. Bribe the guard, no. Surrender, no. This is starting to feel like Bogard. I don't think Weak Shadow is going to do anything here, but I'm going to try it. Okay, we got past them. Okay, look, our horse is... Our horse has the shade also. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we're going to say goodbye to our dungeon for a while and just go to the Thieves Guild thing. Yeah, Lady Magnesson keeps sending letters to the wrong person. Hey, the agents and privateers hold, dude. I don't know if this is how the mod is supposed to work, where it gives you the option to do the main quest or to just abandon it, but that's how it feels. Okay. Not hungry enough. Yeah, we had Shadow Mirror. Shadow Mirror before. Shadow Mirror was cool. Okay, so... Oh, let's turn these on again, and we'll just go focus on doing the Thieves Guild quest. I actually don't remember... Oh, you know, do we have a potion of teleport still? We don't have a potion of teleport. We're really bad on our teleports. Let's bring this over here. We need to get potion of... teleport. Oh, and you know, I think we forgot to get rations. That's pretty bad. But the guards are on our tail. What's a gal to do? Let's, we still have to set the anchor here. Before we forget. Anchor. And we'll wait, let's do it like this. We really do need some rations. And we need to preserve our magicka also, which is why I'm not levitating. But we will see if we can do this. Oh! That sucked. No. Oh, hello. Oh, what? No, that's a library, that's right. Guys, I just need rations. Can you forgive me just for a minute while I get some rations? Thank you. It's this one. Rations, rations, rations. Where are the rations? Upstairs? Shelves upstairs? No. Way upstairs? Maybe. These aren't for sale. Let's see. Oh, okay. We might just have to deal without the rations, unless there's another general store nearby. Yeah. Yeah, you can still interact with them as long they're the shopkeepers, you know, they're cool. They know me. They know I'm gonna kill them if they don't sell me stuff, even with the guards chasing them. Chasing me, rather. Yeah, you see, I couldn't find any rations. I did find food. Okay, here's another general store. A couple general stores. Okay. Come on, what is up with this? Oh, by the way, let's use some bandages. Yeah, that'll help. I keep forgetting about the bandages. I hoard them and I don't use them. Rations. 3 days of rations. Bye. Let's get out of here. Okay. Shield. Huh.
Oh!
Where did we leave Huynh? I think we left out of the north gate, so this way. Where did I park my horse? It's one of those weird moments where you see Sombra, like, doing hood rat stuff in the daylight, you know? It's out of necessity, though, because we warped out of the dungeon in a panic. Yeah, we need to get to a place where we can safely buy potions and things like that, or we just have to play very conservatively. Oh. That looked like it was going to be fall damage. Kind of weird that it wasn't. Alright. Let's get out of here. At least far enough away from town where we can rest. But I think where we're going to is to the west, so yeah, this way. This thing is huge. I love it. In case you couldn't tell. Alright, so I'm almost done reading Narnia. I've developed this habit where, like, I noticed that I read at a really, really slow pace these days. Have we already talked about this? Back in the day, I used to read really quickly, or at least quicker than I do now, and I feel like I almost did it intentionally so that I could feel like I was smart or good at reading or something like that. And I'm always just fighting this tendency to want to read more quickly than I want to. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel the urge to read quickly because I don't feel like I'm intelligent or something like that if I take my time. But I've really been enjoying taking my time with stuff like Narnia, or whenever I'm reading like St. Maximus the Confessor. I literally can't go fast whenever I'm reading something that's theologically dense because I just won't understand it. Yeah, how do y'all feel about your reading speeds? Do you pay attention to it, or do you just like, it is what it is? You know, I used to read like a book a day way back whenever I was in college. But now I don't try so hard and I just want to enjoy it. But I have this pressure. I'm like, I want to read all these books. There are so many of them and I don't have that much time to read. So the faster I go, the better it is. So I don't know. The faster I go, the better it is. It's not the right way to say it. The faster I go, the more books I end up reading. But do I retain the knowledge from those books? I don't know. So it really wants me to... My burden slows me down and exhausts me. If I'm going to be doing some fast travel, I really need to cut some... I don't know, man. I don't know what I can get rid of, but it is kind of a hassle to constantly have to keep track of my stamina like this. Yeah, I mean, audiobooks are good too. However, there are times where I want to, like, chew on a piece of, like, whenever I really want to chew on a sentence. Like, I listened to an audiobook for C.S. Lewis's The Abolition of Man, and I did not feel like I retained that very well, because that had, like, a lot of concepts that I would rather have, like, slowed down to really unpack. Cosmi, another slow reader enjoyer. Glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, I feel like I barely remember reading The Lord of the Rings because I felt so much pressure to like read it quickly for some reason. And no one's telling me to do that. It's just like I kind of imposed on myself. I can understand with like novels and things like that reading quickly. But I still don't usually do it. The pressures of obligation make one feel like there is like no time to lose. That's true. Makes you wonder what we're really in a hurry for. Like, what are we rushing toward? Let's see. Yeah, sometimes I want to. I hear what you're saying, Pinwriter, about how most sentences are just trying to get like one word or one short meaning across. But yeah, I guess I've been stopping to smell the roses a bit more lately. Like Narnia, these books are like pretty slim, you know. I don't think any of them really reach like even 200 pages, but it'll take me a while to read even one of them. But that's like me. I'm deliberately saying like I'm gonna read a chapter a night, and sometimes I'll read 2 or 3 chapters. And I don't read on the weekends usually because I'm too busy, if you can believe it. That's how it feels anyway. Okay. But yeah, whenever I read like The Lord of the Rings the first time, I was doing a thing where I was like, I would read the entire sentence kind of with one glance, and there were often like I could kind of tell what was going on, but I feel like I was not really retaining all the details. And there'd be some characters where I'm like, okay, I kind of get what they're getting at here, and then I'm just gonna skip to the next part and kind of go with the flow. But if somebody had asked me later on, like, hey, what was that chapter about? I might struggle to retell it. Whereas right now, I feel like after I read a chapter of Narnia or something like that, I could retell the chapter pretty fluidly. I have not quick saved in a while, and the way these mountains are jolting kind of scares me. I don't want to die from fast travel, so I'm going to just quick save. I guess a related question is, do you all use bookmarks? Hold on. Charles, 2 + 2 is 5. Aren't you Charles? I think I remember that. I read so many books so fast. Now, hold on, what is this? Okay, this is not our place for us. So now I'd like to read faster because my book list is growing, but I just tend to sit back and enjoy. Yeah. What did you study in college? I read a lot of like literature in college, like novels and things like that, or nonfiction. But I was an English major, so that's kind of to be expected. Yeah, I'm curious if you all like use bookmarks, or if you're. I guess what I'm getting at is I stopped using bookmarks a few years ago, and now I think that's the coolest thing ever. The idea being like if you really recall what you read last time, then you'll be able to find your way back to. Oh no, I'm low on stamina while having. And what are you? It's a harpy. Okay, nobody panic. We're gonna stay still and we're gonna zap our pants off here. Okay. Yeah, the idea being that if you don't use bookmarks, it forces you to retain whatever you read last time. Okay, we got the harpy down. And if you don't retain everything you read last time, you end up rereading to get the part where you left off, such that you do retain it. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Scouting Spartan, the dog earring things. It's not exactly good for the book, but yeah, I like the principle behind not using the bookmark because it forces you to have some accountability there. Yeah, the harpy is flying and running at the same time. It looks like a Scooby-Doo character. Granted, those kids of yours seem diabolical to be removing the bookmarks like that. Who can blame them, though? They see something they can interact with, and they just jump at the opportunity. Now, I seem to remember, yeah, Burgkart has a Mage's Guild, a Thirsty Dog. Oh, the Thirsty Dog! This is like where the playthrough started. Got that thirsty dog in me. Okay, we're gonna see if we can go to the Mages Guild and identify these spell scrolls without the cops being called on us. We don't have to, I think I could have done that mysticism check pretty easily, but we don't have time. We're like always in a hurry. Just like me whenever I'm trying to read a bunch of books really quickly instead of taking my time. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on to your butts. By the way, what's our affiliation right now? It's still 19. We're pretty close to a promotion. I don't think it would be responsible for us to take a quest right now, though. Oh, identify. Doot. Okay, we have a Fenric's Door Jam, a Fenric's Door Jam, and a Fenric's Door Jam. Are you kidding me? What are the chances? Okay. If we're in a hurry, we probably wouldn't have time to slow down and make a spell, right? I don't think that's a... Oh, no. Hold on. Basic shield. Ow. Okay. Come on, bring out the compass. We're going north from here. Don't slip in the puddle and get wet. That would suck. Hey, no. I ain't stopping for y'all. So this book, the last book in the Narnia series is The Last Battle, and it has like... Have you ever heard this conversation between Tolkien and C.S. Lewis where evidently Tolkien doesn't like the direct allegory that C.S. Lewis used in his books? I kind of get it. Like, the allegory is very on the nose many times. With Narnia in particular, he's writing for kids, so I think that makes sense. But in this case, there's like a literal ape who's getting a donkey to dress up in a lion skin, and he's convincing everybody that this is Aslan. And it reminds me of the bit in the gospel where it says, like, around the end times, even the faithful will be deceived. Maybe that's not in the gospel, but it's instead in like Revelation. I don't know. But yeah, even those who are faithful are deceived by the ape costume or the lion skin tied to a donkey. And the ape uses him to like start manipulating people. It's kind of funny, but yeah, very much on the nose. I tend to try to remember the story, so the bookmark is usually just to remind me this is where I stopped. Yeah. A master's in history. What's your favorite like subject in history, Charles? Oh, a new drawing, Cosmi? That'd be great. I've been wanting to rework these thumbnails anyway. Because the fun art on the horizontal piece of paper, but I use them to compel me to stop reading, lest I find myself wondering how I finished the book so fast and what... Yeah, I've done that where you stay up too late reading and things like that. Remember, Scouting Spartan, the headcanon reason for all the citizens being cool with me is that they are terrified. All right? They're terrified of what I'll do to them if they, like, snitch. Or if they... I guess you say that because they're not running away, which is fair. If they're terrified of me, they would run away. Okay, come on. Basic shield. Because this is our... We're in the right village for our Thieves Guild target, so, yeah, this must be it. Y'all know that song by the Talking Heads, This Must Be the Place? This must be the place. Oh, dude. Dude, I want to combust all of them so bad. Come on. Ouch. Okay, there's no point to it because they're just going to replace themselves. Okay, we got to hurry, though, because we got the 5-0 on our tail. Okay, it's not up here. Here it is. We got the formal air derrick. Oh! Basic shields. I want to blast at them, but this is a time where we really need to just get our horse and ride. Yeah, thanks. Is that pronounced Yume? Make sure to like the stream. Show some love. Tell your friends if they're interested in this sort of thing. Yeah, I think it's like a talking point, Spartan, of like Sombra chatting at the locals, like, "Hey, do you know how to join the Dark Brotherhood?" Yeah, they had like a whole squadron. I'm guessing they're doing this thing where they're like constantly on my tail. You know what I mean? I'm always just like one day ahead of Johnny Law, and whenever I teleport somewhere, it kind of throws them off. So this note that we picked up tells us to go to Wickham Orchard. Let's see where that is. Wickham. Oh, dude. Hey, we get to go to Longing at least. It's pretty far away. We're gonna do it like this. All right. Let's put down our campsite. Let's rest. Hopefully nobody interrupts it. Pack it up. Recall. Teleport. Do you attempt to fool the mugger? Not really. Set the anchor. Okay, now we go south from here. That's north, Micah. There's a 12-inch version of This Must Be the Place, which is basically an extended mix of the studio cut. So you get to chill with the main verse for a while. Yeah, I love This Must Be the Place. That's like, I don't know, there's something very special about that song. Shout out to Longing. Yeah, we're definitely going to like, we might have a sort of, we're going to go to Longing. We'll see what happens there. I was thinking we might have a fight with the guards while we're there just for fun. We might set our anchor there. Could be cool. African oral history and histories of popular revolutions. Now, correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I believe that the gods in African lore are very different from what we experience in other lore, where like they almost like accidentally created mankind, and then they're like, "Oh, dude, this is a huge mistake. We got to get out of here before we get caught up in their destructive tendencies," which is kind of funny. The Lysausa Coven. I don't remember this dungeon. We don't have time though. We want to go to Longing. Way down here. Is that right? Like I gotta go way out here? Let me remind myself of where we're going here. I also, yeah, Wickham Orchard. I also really liked, so I have one book on African mythology. Hold on. Wickham. And it said that whenever the gods created mankind, they gave a lizard and a gecko a message to bring to humanity. I'm going to mix them up here, but I don't know the reality, so just bear with me. Let's say that the gods told the lizard that they were going to deliver the message that says, humans are immortal or eternal, something like that. And the lizard runs off to get the message across. And they tell the gecko, humans are mortal, like they are not eternal. And then the gecko runs off to give the message. And then the lizard gets waylaid by a bunch of errands and dangers and has to slow down and duck and dodge out of like danger. And the gecko brings the message that humans are mortal to humans first, and that's where our finite nature comes from. Whereas if the other message had gotten delivered, that would have determined our nature. I just think that's a very interesting story. I'm sure there's some symbolism between the lizard and the gecko that matters here, but I don't know it, so... I forgot to see where it was. Wickham. Yeah, it starts by going to Longing, so I'm at this. It would be nice to go to like Van Lek Court or something like this and get some potions. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Yeah, if you have any memorable stories from this like African folk traditions that you want to share, I'd be interested to hear it, because I have that book about African mythology, but to be honest, I did not read all of it. It was interesting, but man, it's so hard to motivate myself to read some stuff that I think would be interesting, but that I don't actually have the drive to read, you know? Okay, let's stop and make camp. This is one of my favorite songs, and enemies nearby, basic shield. Okay, this is scary, but we can do this. Okay, yeah, we got the Wraith. Pretty scary stuff. Keep your distance, stay calm, and blast the spells out there, you know? The thing is, we're out of food. We have rations, but we're out of food to keep our fatigue up, and our fatigue is constantly depleting from being carrying too much anyway, so it's kind of unfortunate. Just try to get to Von Lek Court. Oh, our fatigue drops so dang fast, dude. Already gonna slow down and get some rest going here. Keep calm and keep zapping. No, really though, it's easy to like panic whenever you're encountering danger in this game, but you know we're not that weak as Sombra these days. It's never they show up with a whole posse. It kind of freaks me out. Man, we are gonna eventually going to have to like go away from Wayrest and be somewhere else for a while, and it's gonna be sad to see all of our like dungeons, like we can't really revisit them conveniently, you know. Okay, hold it. A shrill voice calls out to you. Turn around and see a hooded figure staring at you in the pouring rain. You, Khajiit, are you one of those Fios-geared people? No, dude, come on. Get it together. So we're looking for an alchemist. We don't have a lot of money. Well, we have that letter of credit. Can we spend the letter of credit, or do we have to go to a bank and do it that way? Would a bank do business with us under these circumstances? But we need cure disease, cure poison, potion of teleport pretty badly. Potions of healing would be good, but we do have a lot of bandages to compensate. Okay. Alchemist, alchemist, alchemist. No alchemists? They get no response. I get no response. Okay, that's fair. They hate me. I guess we're just gonna get our food and move on. Is this the dress you're thinking of? I'm scared if I take this shirt off, I'm gonna be like naked underneath. What if I just go equip something else? I could buy a dress. Got a little bit of food going. Yeah, armorless character wielding a staff. Looks just like a Fighters Guild member. I can't carry any more stuff. Dude, suck. Oh, hello. This will be kind of cute. Hold on, come over here. Come get me. Come get me. Come on, guys, come arrest me. Wow. Look at them go. So I was gonna try to get them to come up the stairs and then dip through the... Oh, that's a holy dagger. That's a very valuable item if I were to lift that. Okay, we can ditch some things. Equip. Oh, we need to put the Khajiit suit back on. So we do have the Khajiit suit on, so we can just take that off. Yeah, I want to leave some stuff behind. But man, I don't actually have a lot that I can get rid of. I don't need these arrows. I don't use archery. That's slowing me down some. These alchemical ingredients. Sapphire is worth holding on to. Yeah, I don't actually have a lot that I can part with. That's pretty rough. We need to get a cart one of these days whenever we are established in another town. Okay, let's try to bring them up here. Huh. Alright. There's our horse. Let's go con this guy into serving us some food. Ha! Huh. Okay, we need to be going south, right? Yeah, we're going south. Yeah, some of the stuff I was ditching was kind of valuable. It was like 80 gold. But I value being slightly lighter than carrying the equipment. Ooh. And I think I'll just levitate here. Let's see. This should be good. We're still carrying too much though. Like, yeah, if we use the inventory screen, perhaps you should leave some items behind. Is it because I have so many bandages? I guess that's not helping. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, some gold sinks. We really need to get to a place where the guards are not on our tail, Mr. Susan. Whenever the guards are not on our tail, then we will be able to buy potions. We'll be able to make spells. Like, we need a good AoE spell pretty badly. We could use a stronger shield spell. We could use a stronger flame resistant spell so that we can go back and fight that lich if we have a mind to. Things like that. But the issue with that is, like, we have guards on our tail. Now, technically, we could run up into the Mages Guild and get that stuff going anyway. It just kind of feels bad to, like, learning a new spell, especially, like, 4 of them. It should be a time-consuming process, and if the guards are on our tail so quickly, it does not really make sense to me that we would be able to learn a spell with a click of a button, like what we see in-game, so I've been choosing to not do that. Yeah, gold is still somewhat relevant, even with the vibes-based economy. Yeah, part of the fun of the game is the poverty. Just like IRL. Having Johnny Law on my tail has been kind of fun too, though I'll be looking forward to whenever we're actually away from the province. That said, we will still have the issue of bounty hunters pretty much for the rest. Like, I don't think the bounty hunters are going anywhere. You know, like, they'll chase us to different provinces. That's like their goal, is to give you punishments for, like, whenever you take out a loan and don't pay it back. They want to give you some sort of consequence that is enduring. So what town are we in now? Any alchemists in this town? I doubt they talk to us, but let's try. Hey, no response. There you go, Scouting Spartan. That at least the villagers know not to talk to me. Loan Quest Part 3. You know, if I really wanted to, I could take out a pretty good sized loan, because I have a mod installed that makes it scale with the amount you can withdraw from a loan is based on your level. Now we're level 7. I think I could take out like a 28k loan if I wanted to, but we're not doing that. Yeah, I don't really want to go, because if they're not talking to me, I can't go and ask around to find out if any of these are alchemy. I would just have to go look. Yeah, the guards look like they're materializing out of nowhere, but, you know, there's in fact a huge network of tunnels underneath Daggerfall, and so the guards are kind of like moles. You know, they just pop out of the tunnels and they come get you. Did I say that with a convincing enough tone? Enough of a deadpan sort of tone to be convincing there? Where are we going next? We're still so far away. But it'll all be worth it whenever we make it to Longing. Yeah, usually I sort of find some sort of middle ground between fast travel and overland travel. But with the guards on my tail, I think there's enough tension from just fast, like, overland travel that I'm going to keep doing it. It is a little bit obnoxious with my fatigue bar being such a pain, though. Okay. Here's an equipment store. The equipment store can give us some... Well, we have some food already. Honestly, the guards do seem like experts in sting operations. They wait for me to get comfortable buying some food, then they come and get me. Okay. We are low enough on fatigue that I feel the need to rest. Ah, yeah. The song again. My stomach rumbles. Okay, now we are out of food. Could be a problem. I'm not going to worry about it. Bring out the compass. And let's hit it. Gotta keep an eye on our fatigue bar. We're passing a couple bandit camps, which could be kind of fun to raid. Oh, bandits. I mean, giants. I don't want to get caught up in the giant raid. Yeah, they're not they're not undercover guards. They're just straight up underground guards. They're lurking though. It makes sense though, like the whole theory about guards having a vast network of tunnels that they pop out from, considering the size of the Daggerfall dungeons. You know what I mean? I've heard worse fan theories, but not in a long time. Okay, this is Bellborn Field. I thought we were getting kind of closer to longing. Longing for longing right now. Who up longing? Okay. Yeah, no indication of a of an alchemist in this town. You're surprised to see the ghostly figure of a little boy standing nearby, staring directly at you. He says nothing, only looking at you with hollow eyes. Take another step, and the figure vanishes. Creepy. Okay. Let's see if we can get into this place. Knock. Yep. Uh-oh, we're doing breaking and entering. Now I'm going to be flagged as robbing every place we go into henceforth. But we need to pick up some food. Yeah. Now this is listed as a spell scroll, but it does not have, like, a magical effect on it. So I wonder if it's an actual spell scroll. Or if... because I think the spell scroll mod is slightly bugged. Not sure. Ugh. It's convenient getting to this town at night where we could do a little bit of robbery. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the underground guards. You know, every empire has its secret police. These are the most secretive of them all. All right. So, longing is right here. Let's go to Crosstail. That's a pretty cool name. All right, Crosstail. You got anything for us? This is probably just like a tavern and a general store. Yeah, we don't really need to rob the general store again. We were only doing that for food, not for wealth. What are we gonna do with these Fenric Door Jam spell scrolls? They're not worth that much. I guess I gotta sell them. Man, look at these rolling hills. I really like being able to see like these little fires out there in the distance. They kind of give you something to aim toward. Not that we're aiming toward them currently, but in general. Do you think the developers knew whenever they were making Daggerfall that people in like 30 years would still be playing the game and finding new ways to play it? Okay, we got a mysticism level up. That's pretty cool. So are y'all familiar with the Iliad and the Odyssey? There was a discussion at the dinner table tonight that was about the character of Odysseus. I was trying to explain why, like, whenever I was younger and I was reading Greek mythology a lot, why I found the character of Odysseus problematic, particularly with okay, so the context of the conversation is like there's some excitement about the Odyssey movie that is apparently being produced by Christopher Nolan next year, and I was like, well, he's such a problematic guy because of this and that, and I started citing some sources that are from stories that are not the Odyssey but still involve Odysseus, right? Specifically Iphigenia at Aulis, where Odysseus is described as like coming up with a scheme such that Menelaus' daughter Iphigenia was about to like be sacrificed so that her, you know, the virgin sacrifice would please the wind god and they'd be able to sail and make war with Troy. I don't think I was able to like really convey what I was trying to talk about with anyone, but yeah, I've always had a hard time like seeing Odysseus as much of a hero because of his behavior in like the Iphigenia at Aulis, however you pronounce that, and what else? He's also who comes up with the big like Trojan horse scam. So he just kind of seems like a jerk to me, and like very much lacking in honor compared to the Trojan heroes, of course. I mean, he's who helps them succeed and stuff like that. So he has like this pragmatic element to him. But I can't stand the guy's guts, to be honest. But like, how do you not love the Odyssey despite that, you know? We got some bounty hunters on our tail again. He did bring some friends, my goodness. Last time we were not able to kill all three. What if we combust and make a more efficient use of our mana that way? Got one of them. We got two of them, and now we can zap with impunity. Okay, I thought I could combust. Come on, come on. Oh, we're out of basic shield, though. Man, I thought we were much closer to killing this guy than we are. Let's do that. Basic shield. Okay, hold on. Gosh. Come on. I thought I could take him. My zap spell is not working like I thought it would. Okay, Ice Star. I don't have the spell points. Yeah. Man, you got me. That sucks. I'm really disappointed that we didn't get the third kill there. Let's see. Yeah, I think Odysseus's identity as a trickster is pretty important for his character. I wonder if I can use their campfire to rest. Hey guys, I'm just so weary. Can I? No, because they're enemies, right? Oh. Hey, Cosmi. Yeah, feel free to send it to me now. No issue there. Then I can show it off on the stream, which would be cool. I'm poisoned? Is that right? I'm poisoned? Hold on. You have been poisoned. That's bad. That's very bad. I forgot about that. Okay, what do we do to survive? We look at our map. We are so close to longing. Yeah, come on. Come on. Get there. Longing has a temple. Longing does not have a temple. Jeez Louise. Potion of stamina to buy us some time. If these bounty hunters kill us, I swear that I'm gonna like come back to haunt them. Ooh, they better not kill me. But we don't have a way to recall back to our previous town. Hold on. This place is called Medicinal Agents. Come on. Potion of Cure Poison. Invisibility. Come on, Purification, Poison. Oh, he's sick. Oh my goodness. Dude, longing for a temple. That was clutch. We finally found our alchemy shop. Oh my goodness. Restore power, sure. It seems to be like almost completely useless, but we're gonna go ahead and buy it just in case for whenever these moments, whenever we were longing for more magic points, spell points. Water walking. Hey man, will you buy my oh!
Oh!
Don't kill me in one hit. Come on. Getting out of dodge here. Yeah, the shopkeeper could have made me virtually into a slave for how much I needed that potion. I would have done anything to survive that, in theory. So, or I would have killed them on the spot, depending on if. Yeah, I probably would have killed them on the spot and taken it anyway. Yeah, that was fun though. I really thought we were gonna lose our character, and that's still not like off the table necessarily. Let's eat some of this food. I feel disgusted by the meal. No. Our food got, went bad. Ugh, dude. We're gonna need cure disease next. Are you kidding me? We're gonna hang around in town just a little bit longer. I also love poison in Daggerfall Cosmi. It's really tense. Although in the original Daggerfall, temples would not cure poison, and that makes it pretty rough because you also could not buy potions in, you couldn't buy potions, you had to craft them, which was also pretty debilitating. I think that these meals that I ate are gonna give me a disease like gut rot or something like that. we're longing for food. Hey, I'm not trying to throw, I'm just playing poorly, alright? Okay. Let's see what we have in this pawn shop. Magic shirt. Magic shirt could be cure poison. How you like that for a for a reason to buy? Hold on, what is this? Oh, I'm wearing it. That's cute. Did it give me a fortification? Fortified my willpower. Not exactly what we needed, but pretty cool. Yeah, I'm hoping that the disease takes a while to kick in. That's a good point. Okay. Let's go to the lynx and the gnome. This whole being a vagabond has created a whole lot of issues for us, it turns out. I'm gonna make sure... Yeah, refill our water, that's good. It sucked to die from not having water in the water skin. There's so many things that are trying to kill us that are not direct combat, you know? What is this? The odd supplies. Longing for food is right. Let's go get some odd supplies here. Okay, come on, man. No. Not surrendering. No, I'm not gonna halt. Stop asking me to halt. Okay. Just a little bit more food to tide us over. A spell scroll of charm mortal. That won't do it. Like the retro future. I like that. Yeah, she does look kind of like from a pulp magazine describing what the future might be, that sort of thing. Yeah, we're just so low on stamina that oh, come on, get out of info mode. We're so low on stamina that I fear that we will not make it to the next town. But, you know, being diseased is not guaranteed like dead immediately, you know what I mean? We could circle around and come back to Longing tomorrow, and the alchemy store will have restocked. No, we don't do this. I was going to get a little bit of food going, but I don't think that's wise here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, geez Louise, man. We just need to get some spell points back. We just need to get some spell points back. There's a little raider camp out here. This is pretty cool. Okay. That's so scary. Yeah, you're right. It may be a dice roll. About like an endurance check whenever you eat bad food. I sure hope it is. Just kind of did a good job instead of getting hurt by it. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it says I'm unwell though, so that pretty much clinches it. Okay. So now we go and we break into the Longing alchemy store. Ah, dude. This has been a really interesting way to play Daggerfall. No fast travel, only persecution. We're persecution maxing right now. Okay, here we go. Let's get closer. Knock. Okay, let's see what we can oh, yo, 2 potions of purification. Cure disease. Dude, we're playing on easy mode right now. Restore power, why not? Resist fire, sure. Cure disease, I'll take that. That is such good news. You love to see it. Cure disease, yeah, of course. Free action. Free action, Micah? We're just like, I'm looking closely at our encumbrance, and every potion, it does have a weight associated with it. We all the way up. Potion of heal true. I don't mind if I do. Resist poison. That's not cure poison. But honestly, resist poison the next time I see a bounty hunter would go pretty hard. Potion of stamina. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Well, we did it. Now that this horrific incident of terror is over, let's get back to what we were trying to do. Right now, I'm longing for my horse. Hey, if they just took my horse right now, they would be totally like screwing me right now, you know? Thankfully, the AI is not there yet. Alright. Come on, Hueen. Potion of cure guards. Yeah. Yeah, guards taking horses would be pretty neat. They could just kill the horse, honestly, like old school warfare style. You know, something interesting about Hueen from the boy and it's from the A Horse and His Boy, the Narnia book. Whenever you meet Hueen, the writer is named Aravis, I think, and she's a woman who's on the run. More like a young girl, but she's fleeing persecution. Sound familiar? Kind of on the nose, isn't it? Yeah. So what do y'all think? Do we take out some anger on the bandits in this area? Do we try to recruit them? No, we're not. We don't have good enough personality to do that. But I do think I want to. Let's start with. Can we just climb up this part? Come on. Okay, let's go weak shadow. They see me though. Maybe shadow only works indoors. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. Get our zap on. Hey, get down from that tent, you silly. Alright, is that the only 2 we have here? Hey, they have a horse too. What do you think about the Skull of Corruption? That's the one that causes a clone of a target to spawn and they fight each other, right? I think that's actually going to be the Daedric artifact that our character ends up with, just because, like, I think it makes sense for this character to be a worshiper of Vermina. Oh, thank you, Cosmi. It does only work indoors. Yeah, so that's why it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's because it's not doing anything. Yeah, it's another... Yeah, I have that on my list of spells to buy. True invisibility would be good for us. Alright. Our infiltrator is at level 8. I need to get some cuter shoes if we're going to be really... Oh, or I'm a Khajiit. Wear no shoes at all. Yeah. Like it's Morrowind. Intelligence, endurance, sure. Speed, luck. Hit that willpower some. We got a few gems laying around here to pick up. I like that aspect of these particular World of Daggerfall set pieces. Okay, it's gonna be... the sun's gonna rise pretty soon here. Might as well get on the road now. We are facing south already. We're going over yonder. We're almost there-ish. Long Gate. Whitecroft Hall. What was it called? Wickham? Oh, we're very close. Wickham Orchard is 1 hour 18. Yeah. Oops. Let's go eat some food. Okay, it's still cooked fish. It's not like moldy or anything like that. So it shouldn't give us a disease immediately. Yeah, level 8, new high score for our Ironman, our current iteration of the Ironman run. Man, knowing how strong the basic shield spell is, it's ridiculous. You could make a character that only uses alteration and is otherwise like a warrior, and he would be so busted. Yeah, Mr. Susan, that leveling distribution is like, I don't want to just like dump all my points into one stat. It seems like it would make it a little too easy to like have 100 in intelligence. So we got to make it a gradual grind, you know, feel more rewarding whenever we get there. Yeah, the level ups always feel very satisfying anyway. Okay, today is the 16th of mid-year, the traditional day of the mid-year celebration. Perhaps to alleviate the annual news of the Emperor's latest tax increases, the farm temples offer blessings for only half the donation they usually suggest. What's the farm temple? Do they just mean the temple? Many so blessed feel confident enough to enter the High Rock dungeons when they are not fully prepared, so this joyous festival has often been known to suddenly turn into a day of defeat and tragedy. That's kind of funny. Okay, just before sunrise, exactly at sunrise, we meet our Thieves Guild contact. That was funny. Love this song. This feels like an actual Thieves Guild hall, but I know that it's not. Oh, hey, sister. Another initiate. Sometimes I wonder if the guild can hold them all. I see they sent you after a mage's formal Eoderic. It's a popular choice of late. You are now a member of the Thieves Guild. Whenever you enter a town, you will know if there are any guild buildings there. Unfortunately, guild rules say I have to pay you for this worthless piece of trash because you stole this in the service of the guild. Here's a gold piece. Cha-ching! I almost forgot. You are also entitled to a dungeon map here. That's right, they're gonna give me another dungeon in this province where everybody's trying to kill me. Emperor is longing for taxes. I really like each iteration that you've come up with of that little joke there, Mr. Effector. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Maybe we can... What would be populating in a Triceratops web dungeon? Sounds like spiders would be there for sure, but what else? And like, how many dungeons can we possibly withstand with this character? We're being chased by everyone and everything. Okay, let's see where... Maybe I can just search web. It would find it. We're gonna search the web. Am I right? Wow, that's way down south. Let's update our documentation here. I put this on my other screen actually, just because it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Triceratops web. Triceratops web. South Central, and then we got, what is this? The Mines of Mordorard. Yeah, that's way east. Did I get them all? I think I might have all of them here. Okay, so I guess the plan now is to go over here to this other province to the east. And then from there, we can maybe do some of the Mages Guild questing that we've been thinking of and things like that. Get over here, Discord. Thank you. Alright. Let's quick save. What time we got? Okay, 10:16. The night is young. Yeah, I think we might just fast travel for a bit. After all this talk of overland travel, I've had a good time doing that, but let's cut to the chase some. I should probably take off this magic blouse that I'm wearing so that we don't wear through it too fast. Then again, it is, my food is getting a bit ripe. You don't say. Let's make sure I don't eat that. Oops. Wow, these are great. There you go. Latest artwork. That's pretty cool with the, oh, you got the compass in one hand. That's really sweet. Yeah. Great work as always. It's appreciated. That'll make for a really cool thumbnail as well. All right. Yeah, our food. The streets ahead stir, but no face is clear. What does that mean? Yeah, the details in Cosmi's art really knocked me out. Like the compass this time, and then whenever we had the Druid of the Sky, one of the drawings had the had him throwing a torch down, because every time we were in a dungeon and wanted to equip our bow, we would toss our torch down, and like that's a really cool detail. Okay, we have a lot of stuff on our map here. Maybe we can do a bit of shopping. Yeah, I'm not sure what the background will be, but I do like the dungeon that we were camped out in for a few days. I mean, now that we have cure disease potions and things like that, we could feasibly go back there. But is that really worth it, you know? I don't think so. We weren't finding any loot in there, which makes sense because it's only animals, but still, it's like the return on investment is just grinding skills, which we're going to be doing anyway. Okay. We're going to sell. Maybe our gold is weighing us down some, but that's okay. Actually, before we leave, potion of teleport. What? Potion of stamina, resist poison, restore power, water walking. One resist frost, just in case we get into a position where we're super cold. Hello, Huin. Let's get out of here. Wait, did we get our food? We don't have any food. Dang it, we do have to go to a general store. General store, general store, general store. Another alchemist. Here's a general store. I kind of remember this town. This town center feels familiar. Food. Yeah. Oh, you know, I was thinking of shoplifting this holy dagger, but my character does have damage from holy places. You think that would carry over to, like, whenever you're touching holy things? Actually, wouldn't want to grab it because it would sting. Oh, a bunch of guards in the background at the edge of town would be a really, really cool way to make the next thumbnail. These are good ideas. It's not like I'll have a hard time finding an example whenever I go to make the screenshot or the thumbnail. Yeah, this character has survived long enough that we should update the thumbnail. I was thinking of that earlier today, but I was too busy to actually update it. It's kind of like, you know, you're halfway through the season of whatever anime you're watching, and the opening the opening song changes. Okay, now we're going east. And I don't need a map. Who needs a map? I'm going to look at my map because I want to see. Yeah, this is the road we need. Or we could go straight across here. Camp out. Whoa, horsey. Let's go ahead and eat some food. Look at this potion selection. I love it. I love to see it. Okay, that's better. Okay, I hope our reputation as a fugitive does not follow us into the next province. I've seen this happen before where for some reason they know about me in the next province whenever I thought that's not how it worked. Maybe we'll do a little outfit change into our humble, meek, casual dress whenever we get there. Get out of the Khajiit suit, since that makes me look like it just makes me look like a criminal, I think. Okay, enemies are nearby already. That's okay, we can take them. Oh, it's an orc. Hey, buddy. Hiya. Puny. Pathetic. Oh, you can't keep running forever. Alright. Basic shield. Here we go. No, no. Okay. Let's just get them all gathered round. Keep them far enough away that combustion wouldn't hurt Queen. In theory. Waboom! Ouchie-roo. Oops. Alright. Okay, combust. I love this little drive-by tactic. I mean, we will need an AoE spell eventually, but this is pretty sweet. Are they all just saving versus spell here? Is that what's happening? Like they're not being affected by this at all? Oh, dude. I feel like I'm not really hitting them. Let's see. Potion of stamina. Potion of heal true. Yeah. Although we do have bandages, we should have used those. Man. Okay. Hey, what's up, Lunar? Glad you could make it. What did you miss so far? Yo, what's happened so far? I feel like I've just been running from the law. I got a disease. I had to go cure the disease. I got poisoned. I had to go cure the poison. And to do that, I keep like robbing places. Basically, we're almost out of Wayrest to a place where we can settle down and not be chased by Johnny Law so often. But they keep fighting me in such a way that I run out of like, I just run out of spell points. That's kind of rough. Yeah, David, we still have not escaped the legal trouble here. So I think the guards are leveling up with my character, like the humanoid enemies are leveling up with my character. I thought that Moodex would prevent that from happening, and but humanoids have always scaled to the player's level in Daggerfall. I need to cast basic shield before doing anything else. Alright, well, they got my second campsite. What can he do, right? Like, I'm not gonna stick around and fight these guys with no magicka. He's even standing on my campsite to taunt me, the bastard. Man. I feel somewhat bad. Dude, what a joke. Thankfully we have the stuff for it, but... Oh, resist poison! Yo, I forgot my strategy of using resist poison the next time I find an enemy like this to fight. Let's get the purification going. That should do it. What was the question? I skipped a question previously, or I missed it. Something about... Yeah, Mr. Susan, about the end game objectives for Ironman runs. Usually, there is some sort of end game objective that is... They honestly die before I reach them, right? For Bogard, for my Let's Play series, it was just completing the main quest, which we did. For this character, it's going to be completing, like, summoning Vermina and getting the Staff of Corruption, I think. Oh, did I circle back? Am I hallucinating? I saw my campfire again for a second. I think that was a mistake. Let's see how close we are to Oxvale. I think we can get there without running out of... Oh, if we don't run into this dang farmstead. Yeah, the guards should really have horses. One of the biggest, like, oversights with this game is that you can outrun the guards all the time, no matter what. You know, they're never going to, or on pretty much every enemy. I did not mean to steer straight toward them. Longing for a campfire, that's right. You know, getting arrested right now would give me a place to rest. Oh, come on. I'm doing such a bad job of steering at a very bad time to mess up, so it's pretty rough. Don't really have the mana to levitate over. Ugh. Yeah, I can't even press F to travel here. How do I get some stamina back? Well, I still have another potion of stamina. I do. Might just have to burn it. Yeah, it's almost like I almost want to get arrested just to rest my head a little while and get my magicka and stamina back. But I don't know if they would... Like, wouldn't they just kill me? This seems like a death sentence kind of situation. Alright. There's the Thieves Guild Hall. Yeah, we are longing for a campfire. We are longing for a bit of food and drink. What about restore power or something like that? Didn't I get a couple of those? Teleport, resist poison, stamina, levitate, cure disease, purification, restore power. That was a pretty decent chunk. Yeah, how long would I be in prison for? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Hey, buddy. I'm just going to shop real quick. You wouldn't stop a criminal from shopping, would you? You wouldn't download a criminal. You wouldn't download a campfire. Hey, buddy. I'm spending money here. It's good for the economy. More bandages. Whoop. Whoop. Let's go ahead and buy some potions while the guard's on my tail as well. I pictured this as more like me running in here and like basically kicking the door down and grabbing stuff and running out. But just for the sake of the game, I do have to spend money on it. I can't just like pickpocketing this would take forever. Okay, 109 gold. Water breathing, cure disease. I don't need cure disease. We have a couple of those already. They give me so many warnings. Like, hey, do you wanna let us arrest you now? Do you wanna let us arrest you now, buddy? Come on, we can just arrest you. No, man. I ain't going down for nothing. I do have some cure diseases, Pinrider, so like I think I have 2, or I have 1 cure disease, 1 cure like purification. So cure poison would be really good, so I don't have to use my purification, because those are very expensive potions. But we are already on the run again. We got what we needed. We got 1 campfire. It would be great to have 2, but they're very expensive as well. Oh, look, the final boss of this town waiting to catch me as I run away. Ah, okay. Go east. Yeah, stamina spell would be beneficial, but it is... I think that's restoration, and we're not doing that for this character, so we're just kind of, you know, we're going to struggle a bit. What would really be good regarding, like, our stamina is for us to not carry so much. Hold on. Sorry about that. Oh, we are low on stamina, aren't we? My dog was barking. And if that dog wakes up Hudson, man, there is an animal shelter nearby. Sorry, is that joke in poor taste? We got our mercantile skill up. Let's go. I saw this little... You see this little rock behind my tent? I really thought that was a bounty hunter or something. Yeah, so David, as far as the current objective, hey, we made it to the other province. Right now we want to get to Gavaldon and maybe do some Mages Guild questing, but we do have this dungeon. We actually have quite a few dungeons in Wayrest to tackle. The Fortress of Wickford has all those animals. I don't think we've seen the Lysausa Coven. Here's the ruins of Tower Hoxton, where we saw some humanoids and ancient vampires way back when. The House of... What is the House of Correges? I don't know. Yeah, so the current objective really is to, like, get to a point where we're not being chased, like, by the Johnny Law quite so much. Although we're pretty close to the Mines of Mordrard. That would be kind of fun to look at. Oh, man. I just can't help going toward dungeons. Maybe we... No, we still need to go to Gavaldon, where we can put an anchor. You know what I mean? Wow, what is my stamina? It's because we haven't eaten anything. And now our food is moldy. Bush League. Yeah, the Wayrest dungeons are very taxing on our resources. You have a point there, Susan. Mr. Susan, forgive me. But they're all on the map already, you know what I mean? Like, that's the benefit of them, is they're all on the map already. Now, the Thieves Guild did give me a... Oh my goodness, exit, Micah. Gosh, that button was taking way too long to work. If we died because, like, of the lag that it took to hit the stop button, man, that would be rough. So the Thieves Guild gave us a map, right? Didn't the Thieves Guild give us a map? Did we already use it? Well, maybe we already used it. Wait. Shoot, okay. I was going to say that if the map is in our inventory, it would reveal the location of the province that we're in, not the one where we received the map, but I think it already got put on our map, so. Oh, the cold. Yes, good point. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm playing Climates and Calories Gaming, aren't I? Let's take that part down. Yeah, good call, everybody. Thank you for reminding me about Climates and Calories there. Guys, I swear by Climates and Calories. I love it so much, and then I forget about it half the time. Oh yeah, we were gonna change clothes to be a bit more, have a bit more humility. Look like less of a treacherous person. The helmet on her looks goofy. I always forget about it, honestly. Is this going to thicker clothes or a second cloak? What about putting on the leather boot, the fur boots again? Yeah, that didn't do anything for us. Just doing some fashion scrolls. Okay. Look at that. In the eyes of the law of Gavaudan, we are a common citizen. Yeah, new province, new me, really. Yeah, I also do not love survival mods in many of the Bethesda games, but as the mod author Ralzar puts it, this is the only game where the scope of the game is so large that the survival stuff becomes meaningful compared to like Oblivion or Skyrim, where wherever you're going is just down the road most of the time. Under the overcast sky, a smattering of citizens gather around a local official who is running a lottery to raise funds for the town. If you deposit 50 gold pieces, you'll be entered into a drawing to win 538 gold. You'd be competing against several dozen people, sure. You pay the fee and deposit your name. A few moments later, the official rings a bell, and the winner is Rodister Ashwing. Alright. Fair enough. Now, we gotta really try to, not be too murdery, okay? We're we're in good standing with this society. We have a whole province to the west where we can go be murdery, you know? Excuse me. Yeah, you're right, Cosmi, about the Skyrim survival still feeling pretty good. I like the whatever was available on the, what do you call it? Like the community creations that you could buy, like even on the PS4 and things like that. That one had a pretty good survival mode mod. I like the way that it impacted your movement speed and things like that whenever you got too cold. Oh yeah, I've also done a bit in Skyrim where you remove the HUD and the map markers and things like that. It makes it a lot more fun to have the chance of getting like freezing out there. I think in one of my videos I showed off a mod that changes the in-game map to be a paper map, and it has a very good description of where the roads actually go and where there are paths and waterways. So you have to navigate using the paths and the waterways on the map whenever you don't have the in-game compass on. You don't have any of like the map markers enabled. Like, it's really, really fun. Stuff like that is what makes me want to play Skyrim sometimes. I kind of like the long shirt. I'll keep the long shirt for now. Dang it. You like Ashfall Lunar? Maybe I'll try it. Usually with Morrowind, I just kind of moderate myself. Bushcrafting. That's a good way of putting it. Okay, yeah, I don't have many mods for Morrowind, so it's interesting to hear some recommendations, to say the least. Let's trade in some of what we got for gold. Get rid of this book, which has been weighing us down. The gold is going to be weighing us down too, though, so... spell scroll, sure, get out of here. Oh, my goodness. I can't imagine playing a game without the quest markers in that game, but removing and seeing yourself on it adds enough challenge in the backwards fashion that makes sense. Yeah. That's honestly, it's hard for me to play. The way Lunar is talking about Ashfall, that's how I feel about the removing of the quest markers and things like that in Skyrim. There are times whenever it's frustrating because the game is so clearly not designed to be played without, oh, there's an Elven Tower Shield, I can't use it. Skyrim is just made for you to be played with like the compass on and things like that, so it's kind of hard at times to know where they're sending you. But usually you can find your way around it. It's very satisfying. I made a video one time about how fun it is to play Skyrim and Oblivion like that. But the fact that nobody gives you directions to where you're going is hard. Man, it's weird to be able to take a breather. How about we go make some spells, y'all? We can go make some spells. We can go get, we can get a Mage's Guild quest and a Thieves Guild quest. This province is kind of small, which is nice. They won't be sending us too far away. I'm not sure how many dungeons are in this province. We'll probably go through them all pretty quickly. But yeah, earlier I was talking about how I'm kind of considering doing this sort of Ironman Let's Plays for the other games, and that would necessitate whenever I'm playing Skyrim to like do those sort of survival mods as well. Still invigorated from the last meal. Don't forget to anchor the new town, Pin Rider. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. Thank you. Recall anchor. Thanks again. Gavaudon. Anchor Gavaudon. Oh, you saw that video, Lunar, about the navigating in those games? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Using only your sense of direction instead of the HUD really makes you feel much more involved with the game. You have to engage with your environment like you would, like imagine navigating your local city while driving without, oh no, without your navigation. You notice someone is slowly gaining on you. Do you attempt to hide from this bounty hunter? Sure. Okay, come on. The bounty hunter did not see us. We need to get some true invisibility going. Because we have a good amount of cash. Well, 4,000 is not a ton, honestly. Yeah, so, about Morrowind and Ashfall, I really... My Morrowind game is... It's open Morrowind, but it feels almost like vanilla. So if anybody wants to recommend some mods for Morrowind for like whenever I get around to playing that on the channel, I'll keep an eye out. Add effect. Let's do the invisibility true. For 10 seconds? Oh, this is a huge cost. Oh, great. You've been around since my first video. That's crazy. That's wild. I appreciate it regardless. An alternative for Open Morrowind? I thought Open Morrowind was the thing. What's the, oh, you forget the name. That's fine. Oh, thank you, Cosmi. My goodness, I'm such a bad spellcaster. Duration is 6 seconds per duration point. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's get true invisibility. So, if I do this for 3, that's like 18 seconds. 5 would be about 30 seconds. Okay. True invisibility. And we're gonna make the, yeah, it's gonna be the same kind of icon as I had before. It's going to cost 300 gold. Sure. How about we do an invisibility that's basically the same thing, but not true invisibility. That way, if we're ever stretched on our spell points, could still be useful. Invisibility. I think I've seen Barony on the Steam store. I'm not sure what it really does, but it does have a similar art style. Anachronistic. Man, y'all's conversation is a bit over my head. Would that game Barony be like? Remember earlier whenever I was describing how I want a game that I can play that would not require sequential viewing the way this kind of game does? Is Barony more of a roguelike like that, where people could tune in without feeling like they had to watch the previous episode so much? Because I'm really interested in finding more games like that to play. Like, I think Slay the Spire counts as that. Maybe Darkest Dungeon would feel that way too. Let's get climbing going as well, sure. For, again, 30 seconds. Okay, I'll check it out. I will check out Barony. Maybe that could be like if I just go to streaming Daggerfall once a week and then alternate, or maybe not even do it that frequently, but alternate every now and then. That could be a good game to try. But man, is my brain hooked on Slay the Spire. It's absurd how much I like that game. It's not healthy. I need to not like it so much. I need to quit watching content for it. I need to like forget it exists. I spend too much time with it. So continuous damage could be good. We're wanting an AoE spell. Continuous damage AoE could be good. Health. Duration. Let's just do like 3 rounds. Magnitude. Oh, but would this... Yeah, let's try this. Magnitude 20. It's gonna be... This is mostly gonna be for taking care of mobs of bounty hunters and guards, I think. So we're going to make it cold. I don't think they will resist that. Anything crazy happen? Well, Hythlodeus, we finally made it out of Wayrest. We were just trying to escape Wayrest this whole time and being persecuted all the while. Area around caster, area at range. Let's go. D. Ice Blast, I guess. I can change the icon, but it's not really relevant for this. Wait, also, I think if you do AoE, you can choose a size. Each point in size is about 1 meter. I didn't look at that. Let's take a look at the spell I just made. Oh, I got a sort. Yeah. So I did 3 rounds, 15 to 20. Continuous damage, health. Yeah, you're right. I don't remember if I'd made anything that would have, like... Let's run it back. Do I do it like this? Continuous health. Duration was 3. Damage was about 15. 15 to 20. Then we make it continuous or area at range. Edit to have. Yeah, I'm not sure where I would edit the radius, so I'm hoping there's a default. Oh, dice blast. That was not the pun I was intending to make, but I guess that does work here. Yeah, we're just gonna try it as it is because I don't know how to change that. What else? What other spells do we have on our list? We have Stronger Shield. Yeah, Stronger Shield. Good idea, Micah. Duration 10 rounds. Oh, that's huge. I could bring the duration down. Magnitude 15 to 30. So now we do like 30 to 45 is the next progression. Let's go to shield. Well, I can see why I made it 10 rounds, because ideally I'm exploring the dungeon with this up for a while, so. I've already forgot. 15 to 30. I wish I could type right here. I don't think I can. Yeah, maybe radius goes with the scaling, or maybe there's just like a base amount that gets, I don't know, a base amount that changes. Let's do 30. Can we afford 30 to 50 for 10 rounds? That seems like it's going to be a lot. 37 spell points. That's not too bad, though. Okay, a strong shield. Or let's just do a shield. We'll make strong shield later on whenever we're tougher. I don't remember which icon we used for this. Maybe not super important. Buy that. Looks good. So we got stronger shield. Stronger resist fire would be good for fighting liches and stuff. You know, man, let's go ahead and get just damage, health. We're just gonna make this a big blast. 25 to 75 or something like that. Is that too much variance? 30 to 75 fire blast. Enter name D. Fire blast. Is that one word or two? Doesn't matter. Bye. Okay. Make spells. Elemental resistance to fire, because that's a pretty common damage type. I'll just keep what I currently have. I don't feel confident that it would be very helpful against a lich. Let me see. Sort. 10%. That's not very great. Okay. Alright. Elemental resistance. Fire. Duration. 5 rounds, because hopefully the enemy doesn't live past that. Chance. 25%. A. Res fire. And then we do a little thing that looks like fire. We should also do a res shock. And we do this one. We do this one. Where's a shock? 5, 25. Buy. And I think that's all that I wanted to grab. We got true invisibility. We got the stronger resists. We got the stronger shield. Let's pick up a quest for the Mages Guild. What is this? Spell reflection. Maybe we get some training too. Gold sink ahoy. Buy magic item. We're not ready for that, right? Yeah. Identify? Nothing, right? Oh, hold on. Did I forget to do range? Thanks for pointing that out. Hold on. Fire blast. Continue. Yeah, I just wasted money on the fire blast, kinda. I mean, we just rename it and we call it fire slap. Dang it. Make spells. Thanks for pointing that out. Gotta do damage. Health. It's like 30 to 75, I think. Oh, you gotta like left click it because it's so slow if you don't. It's very dangerous having touch-based damage spells. Area at range. Fire. Sure. Okay, D. Fire blast. Boom. Okay. Fire-based area at range. Buy that. I'm somehow in steel mode. That's not good. What would we benefit from getting training in? Oh, look at our running. Our running's at 45. What a house. Thaumaturgy could be good. Illusion could be good. Do you teach necromancy? No. Training in illusion. Let's do it. Okay. Next, we're going to get a quest. One of our experiments is off wandering around another city, apparently not doing any harm, but still in need of someone to lead it back here. If it's not too much of a bother, would you go find it? You'll want to travel to the Bat and Skull Hostel, which is 4 days to the south. Sure, man. Lovely. The Atronach is in the Restless Stag Hostel. It actually flees from most living beings, so it will need some degree of attraction to come close. Take this little bit of tin. That should provide you a familiar sensation to lead it towards you. From there, just give it a good hard blow across the body, and it should be stunned back into submission. It may freeze up in place, but trust me, it is created to obey. It will follow after some time. Bring it here in 14 days, we can recycle its material. Then why can't I just kill it and bring the material back? Give me 402 gold, sure. Yeah, let's go to the Thieves Guild. We said that we weren't going to do anything murdery, but I did not say that we would not do anything steely. You know what I mean? Yeah, David, I've played a character like that. Who uses like a bow at range and touch damage. It's pretty fun. Let's sort again. Yeah, that is very expensive. We will just have to be careful, won't we? That spell might not see much use, but we have a lot of spell points. But they sure do go fast whenever we're like in the middle of a showdown, so. Thieves Guild is over yonder. My home away from home. What's up, guys? When a client needs to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. Bummer. We find an alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it? You'll need to travel to Mastersley Hall, which is 1 day's travel to the southeast. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. I really wanted to check out that dungeon. Do we have a time limit on this? 5 days. I guess since it's Friday night, I don't have a hard stop at 11 p.m. Let's see, southeast. One spell to delete them all. One spell to I don't know how to keep going with that. To hide them, you know, it's invisibility. Yeah, Let me rest here for a bit. It feels good to be able to use a tavern. We got Mercantile and Illusion leveled up. It's going to be 7 o'clock. Let's wait for 11 hours. We'll go do the Thieves Guild quest and then go... then we'll go check out that dungeon that's kind of close to the border. Longing for a longer stream. Thank you, Effector. Food, oatmeal with berries, goes hard. Some of the peasantry here in Gavaldon have organized a singing circle. Nah, come on. Waste my time like that. Let's get sugar lumps. So yeah, where are we going exactly? 1 day's travel to the southeast. Mastersley Hall, is that right? Maybe we just go to this dungeon first anyway. You know what? Yeah, okay. I'm on the plan of going. I was gonna do overland. I mean, just fast travel, but I'd rather do it all overland style. Sun's Dusk, you say, is the Ashfall equivalent for Open Morrowind. Okay. I hope it's as good as that. You seem to have a high opinion of the Ashfall mod. Yeah, so my idea of putting like a high minimum on that fire spell and stuff like that was hopefully like it makes them fail their save roll. Hey Noko, welcome. And then the Underguard halt them. One spell to bring them all, one spell to find them, one spell to bring them all, and then the Underguard halt them. Yeah, that's well done. Let's see, we're going, I need to go southwest. Southwest. Yeah, I used to play Morrowind almost exclusively vanilla, but whenever I heard about Open Morrowind, I was like, it was very a convenient way to play the game that has like a lot of the patches and things like that already applied to it. I find the task of, we arrive at our destination. I find the task of modding non-Daggerfall games, like whispering into the mic. Yeah, modding the other games, it's very laborious. I don't like any of the mod managers out there that I've used, really. With Oblivion, I kind of understand how to use Rybash. I've never found a mod manager for Morrowind that I like. Whenever I was playing Skyrim, Vortex stopped working on me eventually, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. Oh, we got Atronachs everywhere. Hello. Do I care about them, or do I just go into the dungeon? You know? We should have got our second campfire. That's my bad. I think we're just going to go into the dungeon. Although we could pick them off and then heal up some of our stamina, which would make me feel a bit more comfortable. But if we do that, then we might have bounty hunters on our tail, and we might have a new problem on our hands. Alright, let's do Fire Blast on these fools. Let's get our fourth guy rounded up so we can test this new spell out. You mod Morrowind manually, saves it. You see, I've been doing the same thing with OpenMW. I just feel like with some mods I'm missing something, you know? Like it's not working correctly and I don't really know how to troubleshoot it well. Alright. Let's go switch back to Combust now. Oh, I need to put basic shield back on before I do this. Oh, Fire Slap. Oh, he passed. Yo, dangerous. Look, this is the closest call yet. 10 HP. Oh, I have Tamriel rebuilt, and the Home of the Nords, the Skyrim game mod, I should say, but I've never actually gotten that far, where I like get to the distant lands. Here they go. Yep. As soon as we start resting, get our buddies back. We do not bribe. I'm in danger. Basic shield. We resist poison. We just need to kite everybody to be in one clumped area, and then we use dice blast, continuous damage, 25 spell points. We have 4 uses of this left. Oh, are you kidding me? They save versus spelled all of that. Dude, they're save versus spelling all of this stuff. That really sucks. Oh, bummer, dude. We're gonna just kite these guys away from our campsite, and like this is our only campsite, you know. We really need to treasure it. We'll roll a save each time it activates for dot. Okay, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, let's just kite them a little bit further away, put our basic shield back on in case a stray arrow comes our way. That's a good to know. It's a good thing to keep in mind. Let's see if they're far enough away for me to scoop up the campsite. Yes, they are. And I don't think they're brave enough to follow me into the dungeon. Although if this were like a BX or basic fantasy RPG game, they totally would, and it would be awesome. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, Micah, what do we do here? We have a ghost on our tail. Do we still have shield up? I think so. Basic shield. Oh, we're just low on magicka. Dang it, I think we have to recall out of here. Or, no. Here's secret technology. We just, we run away a bit. The Jonathan Joestar technique here. We go south, we travel straight north to get back to the dungeon. This is the kind of exterior that killed my last character, so let's keep running. Okay. You're going through the ashlands with your pack doggy. Didn't notice when it lagged behind the wild animals, killed it. It had all your camping stuff on it. Now that's a pretty cool story to tell. Like, that's that emergent narrative stuff that I'd started my channel with. Oh, I've been poisoned? Dang it, how did I not catch that? Hold on. Okay, let's get the fire slap going. Am I poisoned, really? Okay, no, I think I'm good. Enemies nearby. More? Where are they? Okay, this is just like a burglar type. Easy pickings. Fire slap is pretty cool. And then it doesn't kill. You're making me look bad, spell. Come on, let's go back to our classic zap. Okay, sweet. This fur armor could help us in this weather. Oh, did I already cook? Smelly raw meat. Come on, just give me full bars, like full vitals for this dungeon. Okay, we need to go due north. We need to eat food. Oh man. That was yeah, you're right. That was a real jump scare getting into this dungeon. I see some fires out here in the distance. Is that me? What is this? Is this our man? He's still like resisting the save? It's their bounty hunter. Hey. Hey. Quick that. I can't see anything. That's a problem. Candle is under illusion? Yeah. Okay, we're close. If the Atronach bodies are here, we're close. It's just gonna be hard to find the dang... it's gonna be hard to find the entrance here at night. Yeah, Cosmi, about that sort of HUD element of the health bars being removed. I was discussing that with Red Rory of the Glen, who made the compass mod, because now he's interested in helping me to like remove all of the HUD elements. So he had ideas of like the screen getting red around the edges whenever you're low on health, and black around the edges whenever you're low on stamina or fatigue, and something like that would allow you to know whenever your vitals are low without having the bars on the screen, basically. But I've seen what you're talking about before, where the bars are hidden whenever you're healthy. I have a mod like that for Oblivion. Just kind of like a must-have to me. Ugh, man, this is annoying. My vitals are fine now. I just like... Wait, what does it say? The adventurers know it? Okay. I just can't rest. Can't see the dungeon. We'll probably dip our toes in the dungeon and then call it a night. 'Cause even though it's the weekend, I get kind of tired. Hold on, I'm trying to find out. Yeah, we can finally rest again. Yeah, Elder Scrolls are great for emergent narrative. You're the type of gamer that will let it happen instead of reloading your save file every time something goes wrong, you know, because that's a possibility. Nothing wrong if that's how someone has fun, but that has more like on the rails gaming than what I do on this channel or what I'm used to. Okay, yeah, there's our entrance. Now we are aware that we're going to get attacked by a ghost as soon as we go through, so we want to run away. Basic shield, candle. We're going to get zap ready basically as soon as we go in. I was about to turn on sticky keys the way I was hammering the shift button there. I resisted the... Oh, you know, this would be a good time to wear the magic blouse. I have no oil, that's right. Why is my candle not burning? Y'all see that? Oh, hello. This is another Wayrest dungeon that's going to deplete my resources, and it's going to be because of what's it called? Free action potions. Okay. The candle's shivering in fear. One time I went to the grocery store and like everything there was shivering. They were like shivering aisles. Yeah, I ever played that Elder Scrolls expansion with the shivering aisles? All right, campfire. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and mark this with our chalk. Oh, welcome, Half Piece. Glad you could make it. We're kind of near the end of the stream. I say as I continue to get deeper and deeper into the dungeon. I'm just so excited to be back in a dungeon. And a new one that we haven't touched yet. And it seems doable. We have rats. We've got ghosts and rats in the same house here. Oh, hello. Somebody opened. Yeah. Old reliable. Okay. Let's pick up this potion and then maybe somebody spawns to come get me. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a terrible pun, but that's what we're here for, you know. As my brother once said, you gotta respect the reach. All those cold, cold grocery store aisles. They're shivering. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't need to rest. Okay, that's the way back. Let's throw up another candle. We're not gonna be able to invisible our way past these ghosts anyway. Candle is a very practical measure, especially if you have, oh hello, if you have handheld torches on, so you can't cast spells and hold a torch, so you have the floating candle do it for you. It's pretty sick. Alright, we do want to go back and, ooh, I forgot that I should be trying to talk to these dudes to recruit them. Yes, Half Piece. This is Daggerfall. All right. I'm glad we got Lunar's wife on our team here. Respect the reach. My wife is also listening. I'm sure she's fed up and she's saying in her mind, don't encourage him because this is the way. That's what you got to do. Okay, let's go hit candle again. No, we're not going to be rizzing up the bats, Pinrider, the ghosts. We have like a minor necromancy skill. Now, as far as long-term goals for our character, aside from... Oh! Hold on. It's not impressed by my necromancy. Sad. Long-term goals aside from the quest for Vermina, summoning Vermina and doing the quest. I would like to have a dungeon somewhere that we stock with skeletons, you know, use necromancy to recruit them, take them to the dungeon, make them wait there, and then maybe bring like the bounty hunters and guards there and offer them as like, let the undead minions take care of them. That would be pretty cool. Rizzing up the dead. That's silly. Alright. Yeah. I love the freedom of a dungeon that has no quest target. You can just explore as much or as little as you want. Beautiful. Oh, and we're back. We made it to the entrance. I was just thinking, man, we really should have been using a piece of chalk. And it didn't come up because we just made it back. Yeah, Daggerfall Unity has had like, oh no, it's had a lot of gameplay improvements compared to the original Daggerfall. Well, gameplay changes, I should say. Okay, we got hit pretty hard here, and we're gonna just kind of... What was I doing here? Hold up. I don't think I was casting the spell that I meant to cast. Let's go to... Restore power. What was I casting? Oh, you know what? What is he doing? What? Yeah, I don't think I was casting the spell like I meant to. Where's that fire? There was a fire somewhere. That was awkward. I think I cast a bunch of spells that were not the damage spell that I meant to cast. That was unfortunate. Oh, I forgot that I already ran past you. Thank goodness for saving throws, am I right? Okay, it's over here. Jeez Louise. Dominant, assertive. He just wanted to like stand over me and do this like power pose. Hey, be careful, buddy. Okay, now we go to zap. We're pressing the right button and we're zapping the crapping. Zapping the crapping out of him. Okay. Rest. Oh, wait, I have quests going on. Maybe. Can't you check the spell effects by hovering over the icons in a pause escape menu? Hold on. I'm about to fail some quests. Yeah, we gotta leave this dungeon and come back later, I think. Because we have quests going on and I'm doing a lot of resting. Oh, look. the ghost brought reinforcements. That's cool. So we want to kill this one. Oh, dude. Yes. Okay. We pacified the ghost with necromancy. How are you? He doesn't understand. Follow me. He doesn't understand. Okay. Well, this is pretty cool. I'll leave you here, buddy. Hovering the escape menu. Maybe. These aren't telling me that info, but maybe the spell effects down here would. So another terrifying thing, half piece, is that in addition to, oh, you know, I got to pick up my campfire. I don't want to leave the dungeon without that. In addition to just being scary looking, the ghosts will paralyze you if you fail the saving throw. Whenever they hit you, they have a chance to paralyze. They could just kill you on the spot. All right, they very well could. Alternatively, I'm stupid. I got the. Oh my gosh. Alternatively, you might have a potion of free action on you or a spell that lets you like resist paralysis or something. But then every time they hit you and they cause you to be paralyzed, like they're draining potentially like 400 gold or some spell points off you, you know? So it's ghosts are scary for a number of reasons, really. The resource depletion element is very real there. All right. So where's our Thieves Guild taking us? Mastersley Hall, right? That's the Mastersley Hall. Just go ahead and get started there. Ooh, this is a cool town. You're entering the burning martyr Zenithar. Wow, that's really visceral language. The burning martyr, you say? So you kill the Daggerfall ghost by having, well, you can use magic because you can hit them with spells. Otherwise, you would want to use, well, they wouldn't get hurt by like iron or steel, but you can hit them with, I think, silver, mithril, or elven weapons, maybe dwarven. Longing for burning. Okay, guys. Man, I keep saying I'm gonna call it quits, but I don't like calling it quits in the middle of a dungeon. I mean, in the middle of the wilderness. How close are we? We're almost on the road. If I could get on the road, that would be nice. Where's the road? Y'all remember that SpongeBob bit? Where's the road? Oh, I'm lost. I love SpongeBob. Oh, here we go. Failed to avoid an encounter. It's just our homies here. Yeah. You're right. You're right, Pin Rider. We're gonna take the break once we get there. No food to eat to help us out here. Yeah, borderline BX accurate ghosts. Daggerfall ghosts paralyze you. Morrowind ghosts will sap your stamina and damage your agility. Skyrim ghosts are really just like, yeah, they're spooky bandits. Y'all remember there's a very terrifying enemy in Oblivion, a few of them. The one that comes to mind though is it's like a high-level zombie that can give you astral vapors, the disease. It's like the zombie that kind of glows blue. It has like blue vapors coming off of it. And the astral vapors will prevent your magicka from coming back. That's pretty crippling. Like, that's so much worse than a silence that other enemies cast on you. Oblivion has some pretty well-designed undead, I gotta say. Alright, guys. Let's put up our climbing skill. Yeah. Let's turn off the HUD. Beautiful, beautiful. Which way are we facing? Love it. I love it. Look at that tower out there. What's that? This has been a really, really satisfying stream. We were fugitives in Wayrest. We got pursued by bounty hunters at every opportunity, right whenever we were getting ready to like lay our head. Yes, the dread zombies, Mr. Susan. Thank you for the reminder. That's who would inflict you with the astral vapors disease. Yeah, we got pursued by bounty hunters until they finally chased us out of Wayrest. And now we're going to do some questing over here in this province. And who knows, maybe, what's it called? Gavaldon? There's only 2 cities in this town, in this province. So maybe we'll go to the Rothgarian Mountains, or we'll go south to Mornoth. I don't know if I've explored Mornoth, but we are a cat girl. Being in a tropical area could be kind of cool. But yeah, we have a couple of quests to finish up the next time we play. We're going to keep grinding on our necromancer skill if we can. Maybe going back to that dungeon and talking to more ghosts, things like that. It's been a pleasure hanging with you all. And I don't know my exact schedule for next week. I might be streaming the night of Thanksgiving, but that'll make me feel kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a community post as always. But thanks again for watching. And you'll have a good night and a good morning, good evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Just paranoid, making sure I'm saving. Boom.